Hello everyone and thanks for hanging out with me. This is my Volkswagen Id.3 First Edition Plus and this is OBD 11, and today I want to show you how you can see data from the car and also change settings. This video is sponsored by OBD 11. I bought the dongle a year ago to read out data from the car, but the Pro account I got from OBD 11 for this video today. And very important, don't make any changes to the car with the app that you don't know what it's about, because there are many settings, and when you do that there possibly can endanger yourself or people on the road, or that the car is not working perfectly or not driving at all. And what can also happen is that if there is a problem, that Volkswagen says no, this is not under warranty. So what is OBD 11? OBD 11 is this OBD dongle that you put into your OBD port, where you can communicate with the car and an app on your smartphone, iOS or Android. And this dongle doesn't work with any other app, and the app doesn't work with any other dongle. So you need those two to work. You can get the dongle for 60 euros, the app is for free, and then you can read out data from the car, from the battery or whatever, and you can see settings, you can see the values, but you cannot change them. If you want to change them, you need a Pro account, and the Pro account is 25 euros a year. There's also a Pro package for 100 euros where you get the dongle, the Pro account for a year, and you get 200 credits. And what is credits? So when you do any changes and you go through the settings, that's totally okay, it works. But if it's too complicated for you, OBD 11 made something called apps, where you have a preferred outcome of something which would change one or more settings for you, but you don't have to go into menus and look what is this, I'm scared. This will do stuff for you. I will show you in a second. And for those you need credits, and for the Pro pack for 100 euros you get 200 credits. If you want unlimited credits, you can get the Ultimate pack for 170 euros, 180. And you get the Pro account for a year and Ultimate unlimited credits. If you're generally interested in the Id.3, up here is a playlist with all the videos I did, over 100 videos. I have this car for almost 1.5 years and drove almost 30,000 kilometers. And soon there will be videos with the Id.5 and the ID Bus, so subscribe so you don't miss that. But this channel is not just about Volkswagen. For example, tomorrow I will do a range test in a Tesla Model Y in Munich. You connect with the smartphone to the dongle via Bluetooth, and then you just press connect. For the app to work, you have to register with an account. If you want to change stuff, then you need a two-step authentication and they need other data, but at some point it works. Takes a bit of time. Connecting to the dongle also takes a bit of time, I would say 30 seconds or so, because it has to read all the control units. And then when you go into the control units, it takes a bit of time as well to get all the data that you want. To see all your options, you go into your car and then into control units, and there you have all the control units. In Android you can order this via alphabet. In iOS I don't think that works. I've seen that once. And then you can go into one of the things, for example the battery energy module. It will then read out all the data that it needs, and then when you go into live data, you can see all the parameters that you can see. And for example, I can go to highest and lowest measured temperature, say OK. It reads out the data and it tells me there are many sensors in the battery for the battery temperature, and the highest value is 14.3 and the lowest is 11.6. And then you can add another value, or you can delete one. You can do a lot of things, and then you can go back. What you can also do, which is interesting, is do charts. You go into charts, go to plus, then you have to select your what value you want to record. And for example, let's do the temperature again, hired measured temperature, and then you get to value and press OK. And then then it's recording your battery temperature over time. So when it's preheating, if you want to know battery is cold, how long does it take to get warm when you're charging or whatever. And then when you're done, you go on stop, and then you can save this with a name and save. And then when you go back here on the charts, you can see your thing, and then it shows you your graph, and that's done really well. If you want to do some changes, you have to go into your control unit, and there are two ways. There's long coding that shows values like this, and like I told you, that I have no idea what this all means, and I'm not going to change it. And there's also adaption, which shows different function. And I want to change two things now. The first thing is that this online offline window, what comes when you get into the car every time, doesn't appear that long. And thanks to Frank from Schräg, I put the YouTube channel link here and in the description. He's amazing. He found out how to do that. I saw the video and I'm just showing you now, so I'm totally copying him, because what you need is application server 3. You go into adaption, and then you need privacy mode. It's almost in the bottom here. Privacy mode you can have here, not activated and activated. No, this one, privacy online markets. But what I did, there's a timeout. On default it is 10 seconds, and I put it to 0.5 seconds, so it just appears and goes away. And then you change that value and write it to the car, and that's it. And that's really awesome. I show you now. Let's just drive. Stop. Let's get out of the car. So as you can see, the online offline mode comes, but just for 0.5 seconds, and that's just amazing. That's exactly what I need. And of course, think about that all your changes might be gone when your car gets the next software update. The other thing I want to do is the lane assist. I know lane assist is a safety feature and it's really awesome. It keeps you on the road if you get too close to the right line or the middle line. It steers so you stay in the middle, so it's a safety function. It's not self-steering. The problem where I live, it's very narrow country roads. And the problem with that is that the car thinks you're too close to a line, but I'm not. They're just very narrow roads. And I use lane assist on the highway and it's just amazing. But on those tiny roads, it's not very nice. And it steers in a way that's almost more dangerous than without it. And so I want to turn that off. And every time you get into the car, lane assist is on. I have to turn it off manually. And it's always assist and go in and then turn lane assist off every time. But you can code this so it doesn't work that way. What you're looking for is driver assist. Where do we have it? There we have it, driver assist. You have to go into long coding, and then there's this point, where is it? Configuration for lane departure warning. And what you can have here is activated, that's the default. You can have not activated, so it's always off, or remember the last setting. I have it in that. And there you can see, for example, car is off, I turn it on, and if I go into lane assist now, it's already off. Haha! And in the old way, every time I started the car, put it into drive, lane assist was always on, and now it stays off. And if I need it, I just turn it on. Awesome. What you also get with OBD 11, and it helps a lot, are so-called apps. So for different cars, there are different apps, and what this is kind of a script where OBD 11 already looked what changes have to be made to get a certain outcome. And then you have different scripts here that you can use. For example, lane assist intervention point. And when you go in, it explains to you what it will do. And then you just use it. For example, signal horn always operational. So even when the car is off, you can still use the horn. Or the daytime running lights, you can change some settings. There's also video in motion. So usually when you drive with the ID.3, you cannot watch video, but you can turn that on. But like I said before, you need credits for that to use those. And there's so many, and there are different ones in different cars. And I also want to show you what cars are supported. As you can see here, Audi, Volkswagen, Seat, Skoda, Lamborghini and Bentley. So it's all Volkswagen cars. But you can go in here and see it's what car you can change things or see the data. And for example, in here we have ID.3, ID.4, even ID.5, ID.6 already. Okay, and in Seat there's even the Cupra Born I have seen. Where is it? There. And you can see already the apps for the Cupra Born. There's different stuff. Also the signal horn, but steering response, lane assist, we had that too. But I saw other things before, and that's just so cool that you can change stuff. Also cool is the third brake light when trunk is open. Also very nice. Air recirculation memory. I think the ID.3 didn't have that. And you can change stuff. In Audi, there's the e-tron in there, but not the Q4 e-tron, for example, but e-tron GT is in here. You just have to select which one, the RS or not. And the Enyaq of course should be in here. Let's look about the Enyaq. There it is. Body type modification, Enyaq 4 Sportline. And then what apps do we have for the Enyaq? Multimedia, exit screen, air care state, lane assist the same. But really awesome that you can change stuff like this. But that's it for me. Thank you much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.